It's now 2024 and the effects of the speed of science are only just really becoming apparent. In the UK's own vaccine compensation scheme, there have been 14,000 people who have applied for a payment. You won't hear that on the news. It isn't on any of the headlines. It isn't in any of the papers. It was only the Daily Telegraph who did a Freedom of Information request to find out how many people had applied. And sure enough, 14,000 of them. So the conditions that they're reporting, heart attacks, blood clots, inflammation of the spinal cord, excessive swelling of the vaccinated limb, facial paralysis, around 97% of them are applied to the AstraZeneca jab, but there was also some for Pfizer and Moderna. Now, since the Vaccine Damage Payment Scheme was founded in 1979, it had had around 16,000 applications since 1979, and 14,000 of them are related to the COVID injections. Scandalously, thousands of people have been turned down for these payments because they are not, quote, disabled enough. And the most money that you can get, which is taxpayers' money, because remember the drug companies were granted absolute immunity from any sort of compensation, the most money you can get is £120,000, which might sound like a lot. But if you were a well-paid executive in your late 30s and you took this drug and you were injured, then £120,000 is nothing compared to what you would have earned over a lifetime in your existing job. 5,500 claims have been rejected. And of course, there will be many, many more, the numbers of which we can't possibly know, of people who have suffered disabilities and injuries and autoimmune conditions and strange aches, pains and swellings and inflammations that could be related to the vaccines, as they are. But we will never know, and they may never know. Administrative staff processing these claims had to be increased from 4 to 80 people last year because they were coming in so quickly. And more than 700 people have been waiting over a year for a decision. But nobody's talking about these people. Nobody is interviewing them. Nobody in the newspapers is profiling these people. And by June 2021, there were already 300,000 registered adverse reactions to the UK's own yellow card reporting system. 300,000 adverse reactions. And it had always been known for decades that the yellow card reporting system is so little known about and so poorly administered that it only registers between 1 to 10% of all injuries. So that 300,000 could have been just 1% of actual adverse events.